Hey guys, welcome to another Scratch tutorial. In this video is part 2 to making a shooter game. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I highly suggest that you do. So in this video we're going to be working on the zombie, and we're going to be making it spawn. We're going to be making it start slow spawning then speed up. As well, we're going to make when it hits the player it dies, it kills the player, and when the bullet hits it, it loses health and then eventually dies. So we'll start off with making it spawn. So first of all, you need to make a variable, which will be the rate that it spawns. So I'm just going to call that zombie spawn rate. And we don't want this to be seen, we want this to be hidden. So first of all, we're going to make the zombie spawn. So we'll do when flag clicked, forever, and we're going to wait. And then we're going to create clone of myself. So every 1 second it will create a clone of itself, except we want it to speed up. So what we'll do is we'll get zombie spawn rate, and so we'll have another block to decide the number of seconds for zombie spawn rate. So when flag clicked, so we're gonna first of all set zombie spawn rate to maybe 3 every 3 seconds a zombie spawns. And then, we've got a forever in there. We'll wait 1 second. So every second it'll speed up. So we'll we'll set zombie spawn rate to, and just grab a divide here. Set zombie spawn rate. And make sure you put this in the first one. And then make this about 1.1. So every second the second, or how often a zombie spawns, the time that it takes for every zombie to spawn will decrease, meaning they'll spawn faster and faster and faster over time. So if we show this is how many seconds up here, this is how many seconds it takes. So as you can see, it's slowly going down. But that'll be hidden. So what we've got to do now is we've got to do what happens once it's spawned. So when starters clone, we want it to go to, so we're going to make them spawn all up the top. So the y variable will be 180 because that's at the top of the screen, and then the x variable will be random between 240, which is this side, and negative 240, which is this side over here, and negative 240. Okay, so now if we see that, you'll see them spawning up the top every now and then. So what we've got to do now is we're going to make them move towards the player. So we'll go forever, motion, point towards sprite 1, which is the player. So this right here. So if we just start that again, you can see all of them are pointing towards the player, and we'll make them move. That's probably a little bit too quick. So for a zombie, you might want speed 2. So we'll try that again. Yep, so as you can see, the zombies are coming towards, except they don't die when they get hit by the bullets, so we've got to do that now. So we've got to get another when I start as clone, and we'll give it 3 hits until it dies. So each time, we've got to put a wait until. So in this one we wait until touching the rifle bullet. So once it's touching the rifle bullet, then it will go to the next costume, and we just put this wait bit in so that each time it gets hit by a bullet, it doesn't shoot through all the costumes really quick. This is just a buffer sort of thing, only a small amount of time. So it'll switch to the next costume, and then after it's done that 3 times, we can delete the clone. But we also want to change, not zombie spawn rate, but score by 1. So each time the zombie dies, its score will change by 1. So if we try that, zombies should start to come towards us. Each time we shoot them, they change costume. Except the problem is they're starting on the wrong costume. So we want to make them switch to costume. Now I've just got to check in here. So costume 1 is the one that we want it to start on. So, whoops, put that in the wrong place. So as soon as it starts as a clone, we want it to switch to costume 1. So it'll look like a nice healthy zombie. And then eventually it'll fall apart. So try that now. Oh, picked him up. So we just shoot at the zombie and then he dies. Yep. So that works. And as you can see, the score was changing. So now we've got to do is we've got to make it so that when the player gets hit by a zombie, just like this, the zombies, that he dies. So we'll do, this one's pretty easy. When flag clicked forever, if touching zombie, then we want to stop all, but we also want to hide this character. So when he gets hit by a zombie, he dies. And we also want to switch the backdrop to this backdrop that we've got here, which is backdrop 2. If you just come to here, you can see that backdrop is one that says you lose, and then the one where the actual gameplay happens will be this one. So we've got to make sure that we do when flag clicked, because what happens is he doesn't appear, so we've got to do when flag clicked show. Oh, oops, I put a hide in there, sorry. Show. So when we start up, he shows. Then when he gets destroyed, this happens. And we've also got to do switch backdrop to the gameplay one, so that when the flag clicks, it goes to here. And we'll also want him to start somewhere in the middle, so about 0, 0 starts, it sounds alright. So if we go motion, just at the start of the round, you can go to 0, 0. So each time the round starts, he goes right to the center of the screen. Even if he died there, he'll come right to the center. And we also want to get rid of this annoying zombie in the corner. So we can do that easily just by going hide. And then in here, we've just got to make the clones show. So this should make them appear after, yep. So you can shoot them. And then when you get hit, you lose. And your score appears up in the top corner. Oh, we've got to make the score reset. So if we come into this guy, to where we've got this bit, and you can just go at this when flag clicked, score sets to 0. So if you watch the score, when I press the flag, it goes back to 0. So if we kill some zombies, and then it goes to 1, then when he loses, it stays at 1 so you can see what your score is. Then when you start a new game, it will go to 0. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.